Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the left side with ETN. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays. Maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. A characteristic every...
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give, running right, ETN. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. After 1, it's 9-0. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. play action now. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 16, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Come on, sit. Can't do so.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenot. And they're able to get this one across the 35. But to throw again is Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. The Jaguars are going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 24, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Justin Matabike. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
McCrane's kick is good, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. Everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Crawford. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Crawford. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Jackson on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to run. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 5. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Left side, it's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.